Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm out here at the Jersey Shore at a subscriber's house because they offered up their 2023 Ford Maverick XLT Hybrid for review on the channel, and this is the car we're going to be doing today. This is in carbonized gray. So we're going to check out this Maverick, see if this is the compact pickup truck to buy in this hybrid market. So let's dig in. All right, the front end of this carbonized gray Ford Maverick, we got flat black on the grille, we got the Ford blue oval in the center, we have LED headlights, which I like, LED daytime running lamps, standard bulbs for turn signals, functionality on the grille top and bottom. Now we do have this design down here, which I'm not a huge fan of. Probably would have liked to seen Ford put in some fog lamps on the Maverick down in that area. Let me know what you guys think. All right, our wheel and tire setup on this Maverick. We have a 17-inch gunmetal gray wheel, Ford badge on the center cap, standard brake and rotor package. Tires on setup we have Continental Pro Contact all-season tires, 225 on the width, a really beefy 65 series sidewall, 17s, all four corners, front wheel drive. All right, the full side profile on this Maverick, this is a crew cab, which I like. I like the fact we have the carbonized gray and all the flat black. There is no chrome on the side of the vehicle. It's all flat black or gray. I think that gives it a really good understated look. We have really nice body lines that shape around both front and rear wheel wells, which I really like as well. And as you can tell by the design language of the truck, it looks like a Ford, and all Ford trucks have that similar design language, so I like the way they keep that consistent. All right, as we move in closer, here is the XLT call out on the front fender. Unfortunately, this vent is fake. Would have liked to have that punched through. We're color matched on the side view mirror, flat black on the front and the rear door handle. We do have the fuel filler cap on the left side of the vehicle. Up top, color matched roof with the old-fashioned antenna. Would have liked to see the shark fin up there, and no sunroof. All right, the rear end of the Maverick. Again, we have the carbonized gray on the back. I love the way they have Maverick stamped into the tailgate. I think that looks really good. We have the Ford badge on the back. We have LED taillights, standard bulbs for turn signals. Down below, all flat black on the bumper area with the tow hitch, and we'll go over those numbers when we take a look at the engine. But I love the way they have this back end set up. All right, we are under the hood of this 2023 Ford Maverick XLT Hybrid. And what do we have for a power plant? We have a 2.5 liter hybrid engine mated to a CVT transmission, 191 net horsepower, 155 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 40 in the city, 33 on the highway, 37 combined. This Maverick can tow up to 2,000 pounds. Engine minimum octane is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. All right, before we get into the interior of this 2023 Maverick XLT Hybrid, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much does this vehicle cost? Well, this is what we got. MSRP base price for the Maverick XLT Hybrid before options, $24,855. Now, this vehicle only has one option on it, and that is the XLT Luxury Package for an additional $1,730. That includes the trailer hitch receiver, a 8-way power driver seat. And then we have a $20 credit for the Wi-Fi hotspot removal, and that's it. We add in destination and delivery of $1,595 from Ford's Hermosillo, Mexico assembly plant, and we have a total MSRP for this vehicle of $28,160. Let's check out the interior. All right, starting with the footbox, please excuse the dust and dirt inside this Maverick. This is a Christmas tree farm that I'm on, and this is a working truck here on the Christmas tree farm, delivering firewood and those sorts of things to folks in the area. We have a nice large dead pedal brake accelerator, carpeted floor mats. We have power seats with lumbar for the driver, manual assist for the front passenger. Now, interior, we have the navy pier with the medium slate two-tone with the orange stitching, nice soft bolstering, nice headrest, Nice look inside the Maverick. All right, door panels on this Maverick. We got that navy pier, again with the medium slate insert and the orange stitching, which I think is nice. Flat black on the door handle, flat black on the switchgear. Armrest, pretty soft, but we have hard plastic up top, and the door pocket is pretty good size. We come over here to the dash, more of the hard plastic, more of this medium slate material with some orange on the heat and air vent, and then we have a nice large glove box. Coming on over here, we have the standard Maverick infotainment system. This is the 8-inch system with this extra little cubby over here. Now, the last Maverick review, I really got on Ford about this because all it has is AM, FM, and your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto in here, and a Bluetooth your phone, and that's it. This is not a Sync 3 system, but you can option in the Sync 3 system if you go Lariat trim, and if you take the Lariat luxury package, you will get Sync 3 and not just the plain old AM, FM that's in this one. Now, the Maverick ethos from Ford is don't pay for something that you most likely won't use. So this is why they give you in these lower priced Mavericks a very plain Jane system, because they feel if people are going to be using these, especially like this one here on the farm as a work truck, then you're not going to need anything too fancy in here. So I get what they're trying to accomplish with this Maverick. Now we have buttons for your volume and your tuning, 4-way hazards, your music tracks right here. Down below we have 2 more heat and air vents with some orange. We do have our heat and air right here, and we can adjust that and it'll show up here. Right now it's set for Celsius and not Fahrenheit. And then we have 3-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger, and a heated steering wheel. So here in the Northeast, that's a nice touch. Down below, 12-volt USB-C, USB-A. Nice area for storage in the orange, which I like. Going down further, here is your dial to go through the CVT transmission, electric emergency brake. Here's our drive modes, traction control on, off, auto vehicle hold on, off, 2 cup holders, place for storage. Here is the key, and there is no push button start in this Maverick. You have a regular key fob right here. It's not actually a fob, but we do have lock, unlock, and the panic button. Ford badge on the back of the key, but you take the key just like the old-fashioned vehicles, and you stick it in the ignition barrel, and you turn the car on. As we come down further, an area for change. As you can see, that's what it's being used for. Nice area for storage in here, and a nice soft armrest. There's a lot of personal effects in here, so I'm not going to open that up. All right, backup camera, go to reverse, nice and clear, takes up the whole screen with trajectory and that center tow line. Nice camera. Maverick steering wheel, nice steering wheel. It has a nice 10 and 2 notches on it, Ford badge on the horn button. Nothing crazy. It is round instead of flat, but it's easy for me to get myself in and out of the car. Plenty of room for a larger person. I'm 5'11". I got a huge amount of space in here. Flat black on the switch gear. We have our cruise control on the left side with our volume right underneath it. And then we have right over here, we have our telephone voice commands. And then we have our controls for the digital portion of our dash. We have our turn signals and bright lights. And then we have our windshield wiper right here. And then down over here, we have our bed light. Pop the fuel filler cap. Set your headlight controls, brighten and dim the dash, manual tilted and telescoping steering wheel, and then here are the dashboard gauges. We have analog gauges for your speedometer, and then on left, instead of a tach, you have that meter that's going to give you whether you're charging, whether you're using power out of your hybrid battery. So that's a nice setup, and then we also have gauges for your fuel and coolant temperature, and then up top, you can go to different options that you may want to see when you're going down the road in this Maverick. So it's a nice, easy to use dash, and it's nice to see everything at your fingertips. Drive modes here in this Maverick hybrid, we have normal, tow haul, slippery, Eco, and Sport. So those are the 5. I guess most people will probably drive this in Eco for that mileage, but we'll leave it in normal for today's drive. Up top, place for your shades. We don't have a sunroof, so you don't have to worry about that. If you want these interior lights to come on and off when you open and close the door, leave all these buttons off, and when you open the door, the lighting will come on. When you close the door, the lighting will dim out. Now we have our overhead sun visor with vanity, no light though, and then, does it slide? Yes, it does, to block out the side sun. All right, so now we're going to get in the crew cab area of this Maverick. I have the seat set for my driving position, so in we go. And at 5'11", I got a good amount of knee space, headroom, shoulder width room, looking good. I got the cloth and the navy pier all the way down. No seat pocket behind the driver, but there is a seat pocket behind the passenger, and you can stick your umbrella in here. So it's a nice and handy piece of cake, especially when you got those rainy days. Here on the center console, you got a USB-C, USB-A, and a 12-volt for power. Back door panels, same as the front, with the same color and vibe. Here is the front door panel looking good. Here's the back door panel looking good. And it has all the same materials as well, and the armrest is pretty darn soft. Then we come to this crew cab seats. Nice seats, same cloth material with the two-tone navy pier, medium slate with the orange stitching. Nice headrests. Nice soft armrest with 2 cup holders. Back window, we do not have the slider in this Maverick, with the manual slider to open it up. It's not in this one, but it is a pretty darn good and nice, comfortable place to be here in the crew cab of this Maverick. Also in the Maverick, under these seats, we have storage areas. To do that, open them up. You just take this, pull it out, lift the seat up, and there's a place to put your more stuff. So that's a nice hidey hole. All right, tailgate time in the Maverick. To take it down, all you do is come to the back, hit the button, down it comes. Nice tailgate here. Now, this Maverick came without the bed liner, and the owner put in an aftermarket spray-in bed liner, which I thought was a good idea, especially since this is going to be a work truck for everyday use. Nice bed liner all the way around. In the back of the Maverick, you got your LED lighting, and you have power. Right here, home power source. This is a 120 volt, 400 watt max on that outlet. Looking really good. Bed lighting up top. Now, to get in the bed of the Maverick, you basically have this down, you hold on to the side rail, you put your foot up on the tailgate, and you push off. And in you go. And as you can see, we got your tie downs in here to tie things down. Looking good. And again, this is this bed liner is from Rhino Linings, in case you're wondering. And then we have our old-fashioned antenna up here, which I don't like. But overall, a really nice 4-foot bed. Max payload, 1,564 pounds in the back of this Maverick. All right, here is the window sticker for this Maverick. So we'll zoom on in, give you the action. Options. Price. Fuel economy. Safety ratings. Let's take her out for a spin. All right, we're out here driving this 2023 Ford Maverick XLT hybrid, and right off the bat we have great visibility out the windshield, side glass, rear glass, no problem. As far as our tech goes in here, we do not have Ford Copilot 360, so this particular Maverick does not have blind spot, does not have cross traffic alert, does not have lane keep assist. So again, in order to get that in a Maverick, you would have to option in Ford Copilot 360. But this power plant, this hybrid power plant, feels really good. The last 2 Mavericks we looked at, the XL and the XLT, were the 2-liter EcoBoost gas-only versions, and now this one with the 2.5-liter hybrid engine gets Really nice pickup. It gets moving up to speed very easily, no problem. The CVT transmission has nice simulated shifts, which quiets down the driveline so you don't hear a drone of the engine all the time. It is nice and quiet when you get up to speed, no problem. Handling is pretty darn good in this Maverick. I have to tell you, I was expecting it to be a little bit vague, maybe a little bit light, but it's nice and heavy. Not heavy, but it's not as light as you would see in maybe like an SUV. It's firm handling. When you point the vehicle where you want it to go, it goes, no problem. The suspension, well damped, very smooth on the road. No issue at all on the road as far as that goes. So now we're going to come down the road here and we're going to test out the turning radius of this Maverick. So we're going to pull over to the side. Nobody's coming in either way. Let's see what we got. All right, so it's a little wide, but it is a pickup truck, so that's fine. And now we'll see how this thing accelerates in 3, 2, 1. Now we're up to speed going down the road, no problem. So again, when you're under heavy acceleration, this engine is gonna give you a little noise. That's just the way it's gonna be with this kind of setup with the 4-cylinder engine, but it gets the car up to speed, no problem. And this Maverick is not designed to be a rocket ship going down the road, even though we're right now in sport mode. It's designed to get, whether it's being used for pleasure or whether it's being used for work, it's designed to get you and your gear that you have back in the bed wherever you want to go, but save you money on gas. Because your regular gas powered Maverick, you're going to be somewhere in the mid to low 20s on average with your miles per gallon. In this particular Maverick, this vehicle so far has done, from what I can tell on the odometer, 500 miles, and it is getting on average 41.3 miles to the gallon so far. So that is fantastic when you're talking about a combined average on the window sticker estimate of 37. This is outperforming that by about 4 miles to the gallon. So that is a really, really good number here in this Maverick. But what we're going to do is we're going to head back to the farm, and we're going to give you a little demonstration of what this is like off the beaten path, off the tarmac, and I'll be back with you here in just a second. All right, so now we're back here on a farm, and we're just going to take this down the farm road a little bit, give you guys kind of a sneak peek in what this thing is like off the beaten path. And it drives just fine. Now this is front wheel drive, not all wheel drive. We're back here on the dirt trail going past all the lovely Christmas trees, and it feels really, really good back here. No problem at all. So I'm surprised. It feels very, very planted, very, very firm. Gets through these ruts really, really well. Now we're in some loose mud because it has been raining. And it gets through those ruts really, really well. So pretty darn good here in this Maverick. Overall, I'm quite pleased. So what do you guys think? As far as compact pickup trucks go, do you go Maverick gas only? Do you go Maverick hybrid? The problem is with these Maverick hybrids, they're in such high demand, they're tough to find on dealer lots. And I'm very grateful that I was offered this vehicle to review, even though somebody owns it. I'm usually not doing this kind of thing, but it's the only way I was going to be able to get my hands on a Maverick. So that being said, is it worth going the extra money on the Maverick hybrid, or do you go with gas, or do you go somewhere else with your pickup truck money? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But I want to thank my subscriber Mike for allowing the channel access to this 2023 Ford Maverick XLT hybrid for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.